Hi everyone, and welcome to Stamping with Teresa tonight. Very excited to be here again. Tonight I'd like to share with you the Twinkle Twinkle Babies set. It's absolutely gorgeous. And we've got to remember our retiring stamps and products are retiring in a couple of months. So this is a good time to purchase them if you still want them, because they do go fast once that retired list is out. Before we get started tonight, I just want to talk about our Stamp Out Cancer. It's a Christmas in July, and I've called it Christmas in July because it is in July. It's the 27th of July. Our venue will be the Salvation Army in Warragul. The time is starts at 9 to 4 o'clock. We'll be making lots of different cards, and if you're not a Christmassy, it won't all be Christmas. So if you're not a Christmassy person, you don't want to make Christmas cards, that's fine, because there will be other cards to make as well. We will have some easier cards, and we'll have some little step-up ones, a little bit harder ones, and then more for advanced stampers as well. But you're welcome to try any of the cards on the day. We will have lunch there. The lunch will be sandwiches, and there'll be cakes and Devonshire teas and things like that. But you will be paying for this, and the money that is for the food will be going to cancer as well. So yeah, don't bring along lunch or anything like that. Just buy it on the day, let the money go to cancer. It'll be really rewarding. So it costs $50 for the event, and that helps get your kits and gifts, and yeah, we'll have door prizes, lots of things happening on the day. So yeah, if you're interested in this, it is on my site. So hi everyone, thank you for all coming on tonight. It's really exciting. Thank you. Thumbs up, love hearts and all that. Beautiful. I can see lots of people going through. So if you're interested in the Stamp Out Cancer, book in, because we've already got about 20 people booked in. We can only cater for 50. So we will have the amazing Claire down from headquarters also. So it's a great time to come and chat to her as well. So that'll be awesome. But yeah, check it out on the event page under the 27th of July. Okay, so tonight, like I said, we're going to do the Twinkle Twinkle baby set, and this is in our annual catalogue. And I still love so many of the stamp sets in our annual catalogue and punches, and you can get this as a bundle as well. So you can get the stamp set and the punch as a bundle. So without wasting too much more time, we'll go down. We'll start off with, it's nice to see that you've made it, Margaret and Sharon and everyone else that's gone past. Sorry, the scrolling's gone so fast tonight. Thank you for popping on. So we'll come down here and start our making of our cards and that for you. Okay, so we have this beautiful stamp set, the little Twinkle stamp set, and it comes with the punch, which is the moon and the stars, and it's really gorgeous. I really like this one. I don't get a lot of baby sets, but this one I actually love the whole set. I love the designer series paper. Also love the twine. It's got silver and blue and silver and pink, which is the pool party, and I think I can't remember the pink, but I'll have a look in a minute for you. But they're just gorgeous. I just love them. I also love the fact that we have the Twinkle little sequins, and they've also got adhesives on them, and they're pink, and yeah, they really sparkle, so we'll use some of them. I've also thrown in using the circle framelits tonight, which I've probably done, and I've also the Iridescent Sequins, because we'll also do a shaker card, and these are just gorgeous for them. So as you can see, the paper's double-sided, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. I love the stripes. I love the blue, the pinks on the other side. You also can buy your stack, your paper stack, which goes with it. So this time I actually did. I bought the paper stack that's got all the colours that coordinate with the designer series paper, which is just absolutely really lovely. The paper's beautiful. So we've got navies and all sorts of colours in here, the greys, spots. Yeah, it's just got lots of paper in here. Okay, I'll just pop that over there for a minute. We're also using the Whisper White thick card and the Whisper White thin card tonight, and also our window sheets. So we'll be using our window sheets. If you haven't bought the acetate window sheets, they come in a set of 2 12 by 12 sheets, which is really great. You get a lot of shaker cards out of that. We're also using tonight our strip foam adhesive, because this is really great for shaker cards. So we're going to start off with a simpler card tonight to start with first. I'm just going to move all this paper over here for the moment. So we're going to start off with a simple card. So what I've actually done is I've pre-done some so we can get a lot done tonight. So I've cut out the thick card, and the thick card I use 14 centimetres, so the card is 21 centimetres already, so you just score it at 10.5, and I just cut it off at 14. Some people cut it off at 15, some cut it off at 14.5, but 14 I find is pretty good size to do. And then with that I cut out my mat, and that's 10 by 13.5, so I just go down 0.5. So we're just going to pop that on there. I need my new blades. They have come in, but I just haven't changed them around today. Been working all day, so I didn't get a chance to do that, but that's okay. So I'm just going to use the snail. I like the snail because it's quick, quick and easy. And we're just going to place this on the front of our card. Now this is for someone that probably, this card would be for someone that has never ever stamped before. This would be for that new crafter, you know, someone that was looking for something very simple to do. And I just used the stamp set here that we, out of the stamp, the little love heart with all the stars on it. It's really cute, out of the stamp set. And I also use the grey granite. This is the new grey, and I really love that one too, and I just stamped it in that. So we're just going to place that now on the front of our card. And this one, if you want the size of this, is just going down 0.5 again, so it's 13 by 9.5, 9.5 centimetres, that is. So we're just going to stick that onto the front. Now you might have other stamp sets that you want to throw in, like it's got a I'm a girl or I'm a boy or something like that, and you can always use them, so you can sort of see this is quite simple. But I'm also going to use a little banner, and I like a little banner across there, so I'm just going to pop this on here. You can have it wherever you want it. I might pop it just up there and pop it up the top there. And then I'm just going to pick out, it was written in the stars. I think that's quite cute. Or we could have congratulations, the world just got a little brighter. So you could also do either one of those. And I like to stick with the stamp set, so I'm just going to go with the word, and I'm just going to use this little star here. So let's just get the word out. How many of you make baby cards? I've got a little challenge for everyone tonight. Next week, if you invite 3 new people to watch me next week, and get them to write your name, that you, sorry, this one's a tight one, it's a really new one that's really is tight, your name, and get them to like and share my page also, I have a little gift for someone, and I'll share what the little gift is in a minute. it's written in the stars, and I love the little saying that written in the stars. I'm just going to clean it on my chamois because it just cleans it up really quick on the chamois. And I'm just going to grab these little stars. Well, this is, as you can tell, a very new stamp set. I actually bought the bundle because I really loved it and have had some little babies happening in our family, so, and it's happening in the stars, and you can just add a little bit on there. Now the other thing is you can add some of these little stars on there as well. So I'm just going to open this packet if I can find the end. How many of you love these packets that when you go to find the end you can't find where it wants to open? They're stuck that well. Okay, I can see it, but I can't open it. Okay, come on. Okay, I'm going to cut it. That's the quickest way. When you can't get it open, just use your scissors. Okay, that's all right. So we've got these gorgeous little stars, and I just love them. Oh, now they're in another packet. No wonder I can't get them open, because they're just packets after packets. Okay. And they seem to pick up the blue and the pink. They're really gorgeous. So you've got silver ones and bluey ones and pink ones. So I'm just going to pull out, and they are sticky, so we're going to use our little tool here, which is on the this little tool at the moment is on our now I did this last week. I couldn't remember the name. The clearance rack, that's it. Sorry, I did that last week to you, so I couldn't remember the name of it, and it was called the clearance rack. So the clearance rack at the moment has this little tool on it. I'm hoping it will come over in our new catalogue, but if it doesn't, it's a really good chance to get it before it goes off, because they are so handy. So I would not miss out on that. So as you can see, I've just put a few of the little stars on there, which has brightened it up. Okay, I'll pop them all away in a minute. Okay, so we're just going to stick that on. Now you can dimension that on, or you can actually snail it on. I'm just going to snail it on. Just going to put this lid back on my tool. And as I said, this one's virtually for anyone that's never stamped before, for a beginner. And you've still got a beautiful card, and you can write in it for a baby. And you can have on it, it's a girl or it's a boy. So that's our first little card tonight. Now, this is using exactly the same sort of principle. Like this one is, if you haven't got designer series paper, you just stamp it out yourself. But now you can actually make it with designer series paper. So the same principle, okay, but this time we're using designer series paper. And it's really good to use your bone folder on your cards. Okay, so this time we're just going to do exactly the same, only we've not stamped it out. We're using that beautiful designer series paper. And the thing that I like about the designer series paper is that it's double-sided. So we can use the same sort of effect, only there's designs already on it in the white, and it's a bit smaller and looks gorgeous. So you could put the pool party on top of the pool party, or you could put the polka dots on, and then that could be for a girl or a boy, really. So I'm going to go with the polka dots this time, just for a little bit different. Once again, still for the new crafter, so if they bought the designer series paper as well, you could actually use that, and you can sort of see it's not hard to use. Okay, once again, we're just going to bring this in. I'm going to bring it more into the middle this time, and we're going to add some other words on here. So I'm just going to grab the other words here and my block. Ooh. Sorry, just knocking everything over here. It doesn't want to sit there. Okay, set it over there. Talking to myself. Okay, and I haven't stuck the backs on these, so I'm just going to stamp it to make sure I've got the words up the right way. I know people say it doesn't matter, but when you, it does matter if you want to stick it a certain way on the card. So we're just going to put the word in there. Congratulations, your world just got a little better. So it always does when you get a new baby in the house. Your world always gets better. And I'm just going to use the little star. Oh, there's a little star stamp. And I'm just going to use that and just add some little stars on here. And I'm going to add, either add 3, 4, add 5 or 7. 3 or 5 or 7. Odd numbers seem to look better for some reason. I don't know why, but they just do when you're doing stars or anything, any little thing. And once again, we're just going to use the little star. Whoop, coming up. Doesn't want to come off. In the center of these stars, just to give it that little bit more bling. Sorry, this doesn't want to stick tonight. Okay, then we're just going to stick this one. We're going to do a shaker card soon, so I just wanted to go from a new beginner to someone that's done a little bit of card making, and then to our advanced stamper tonight. Okay, so you can sort of see a little bit of bling onto that too. You don't have to put the stars right on top of the stars, like they don't have to be right in the center. They can be a little bit off to the side, it's entirely up to you. So this is our second quick little card for a new crafter that's never crafted before. That's not too hard to do. Okay, so our next one is stepping it up a little bit more. So once again, I've gone with just plain cardstock, but this is the grey, the new grey, which I really love. Here's one of my bone folders. I love using the bone folders. And I've gone with some designer series papers, as well as the pink Purette. So I'm just going to stick the pink Purette down. And this is layering up a few more, like layering up a little bit more. So if you're just past the new stamper and you want to just do a little bit more, this is a great little card for that. You're just adding a little bit more. You might have your big shop also, and I've got to say, people have been asking me, but we are going out of the big shop, and a new cutting device will be coming in sometime. I'm not sure when. Our paper trimmer is also going on the retired list, and our envelope maker. So there is a few things going off, so please check the retired list, because there might be products on there that might not be coming around again. They'll be changing, and you might want to get them while you still can. Okay, this is gorgeous. I just love this stripe. I just think it looks like you've cut out a whole heap of cardstock in little strips, but it's actually the designer series paper, and it's really gorgeous. So I've actually cut out some circles, so I'm just going to put a circle in here. Okay, and with this one I'm going to stamp something on here. Just got it. Oh. I hope everyone's had a good week, and I hope everyone has a really good Easter. It's really coming to that time again with Good Friday tomorrow. Yep, that one should fit in there. Once again, I haven't had time to put the backs on, so I'm just going to stamp it to make sure that I've got it. Yep, Twinkle Twinkle. And I'm just going to stamp this down. I'm using the grey, and it's just Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. And that is really gorgeous for a baby card, but it also can be for a little 1-year-old birthday too. So you could have a 1 on there and a happy birthday and everything like that. So that's just stepping it up just a little bit, but not overdoing too much. You could add a couple of stars on there as well as if you wanted to. Okay, so the next one is just using the reverse side of the designer series paper, because I think it's important that when you get designer series paper that you're able to use both sides of it. And we don't quite often, we have a favourite side. Yes, we all have a favourite side. Okay, as soon as I finish this one, we're going to start our shaker card. So stay tuned and we'll get that shaker card done. How many of you, leave in the comments, how many of you like making shaker cards, and how many of you have made lots of shaker cards? I'm just going to show you a very simple little shaker card tonight, which is still a lot of fun to make. Okay, so we're going to go with the reverse of this one this time. We're going to go with the blue side up. So we're just going to stick this one down. I hope you can see what I am actually doing, because I haven't checked. I think I'm working in the right area. And then we're going to put our little strip down. You can do them whichever way you want to, long ways, or you can stand them up the other way. It's entirely up to you which way you want to. You could do it that way as well, which we can do this one up this way this time. Okay, so I do like the stripes though. I think I'm a bit partial to the stripes. I'm going to have to go the stripes. I know the polka dots are lovely, but I just really do like the stripes. So we're going to go this way this time. And we're just going to come down with our circle. And we're going to pop that into the centre. And stamp our word out on this one. So it's just showing you how you can just change your card around. Okay. So with this one, I'm just going to nail that down as well. Now, same layouts, but just done a little bit differently. Okay, and just the reverse of the designer series paper. So they're really quick, easy little cards. Okay, our shaker card is coming up. So we're going to start off with, I like to use, with shaker cards, I like to use the thick cardstock as my base. It's just a little bit more supportive, so I like to use my thick white cardstock. Then I like to mat it with whatever colour I'm going to mat it, and I'm doing the pool party tonight. And these cards are the same as the other ones. They're 14.5, I've made this one, and it's 21 anyhow, so 14.5. And your mat is 14 by 10. It's going down 0.5. Going down 0.5 just gives you that nice little mat. Okay, so we're just going down a little bit. So it gives you that nice little border around the edge. Okay, so then you're going to need another piece of designer series paper with using your die cut. Okay, so using your circle framelits or your big punch. If you've got a big punch, you can actually do that. You're also going to need some window sheet and a piece of just normal white cardstock. So our piece that we actually have punched the circle out is 13.5 by 9.5, so it's 9.5 by 13.5. Our white piece that's going underneath it is 13 by 9, so this is going to sit underneath in a minute, sort of. And then our acetate window sheet is 8.5 by 12.5. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to use one of our strips. This is the dimension strips. I just love these strips. They're in our annual catalogue, and they're just perfect to go around this circle. They just really are perfect to go around the circle. So I'm just going to start here and just start working it around. They're fantastic for shaker cards. Okay, you don't have to try to join your dimension tapes all up. You don't have to use all scraps or anything like that. It just goes around in a circle. And you know what I did, didn't you? Oh, I forgot to add my acetate. Okay, that's all right. We're going to have to do this one a little bit differently. But that's okay. There's never a mistake. We can just change it. Talking and not concentrating. Okay, so usually I would add my acetate down first on here, but we're going to add the acetate to the front of the card instead of the back of the card, but that's okay. We can do that because it doesn't matter. We can do either way. So we're going to do that onto here, and it will give it like a bit of a nice look. Okay, so to do that, we're going to just snail along the top and the bottom. We're not going to... maybe not. Let's see if this is going to work, because I just remembered. Now we're going to have to do it the other way. So we're going to add something on here in a minute. We're going to do it on this side. We need to cover it up because you can see that snail. Okay, when you do a mistake, don't ever think it's a mistake. just change it. So now we're going to bring this over the top of our acetate. That's what I was meant to do to start off with. It's alright. I love making mistakes because when you make mistakes you design something different than what you had in your mind. And you know what? There's never any right or wrong. You can always change it, so that's fine. So we're just going to put a border on the front. Okay, now with this we need to put our shaker, where did I put those little shaker things, these things in here. These are really gorgeous. The colours in this is just beautiful. You can put as much or as little as you want, and then you actually use your background white piece just over the top, and I just line it up this way and just press down because it's going to stick to our dimension strip. And then I just put a couple of dimensions in the bottom here to hold the bottom of the card. Okay. Now I'm going to pop this on here, and I'm going to cut out some circles to do a border. Come, come, come. You can dimension this up. I'm just about out of snail, I think. Okay, it's happening. Still looks really good. We're just changing it around a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to do circle there. So I'm going to get out my circles and work out, that was the circle that fitted the inside. So we need to do one that side. Then we need to do one a little bit bigger. Okay, so we're going to go with, we can do a scallop one, or we can do we might just go for this plain one. Okay, so we're going to have to put the two of these onto the big shot at the same time. I'm just going to bring the big shot over and grab some cardstock. Okay. Let's bring the big shot over so you can see what we're doing. Okay, so we're going to put both of these down together to do a little border. Don't you love making mistakes so that you can do something different? Okay, so we're just going to wind that through. Okay, we'll just move that back over out of the way. Oh, and that fell. And we're just going to grab all our bits. And now we've got a nice border that will go around on there. So we're just going to take our back off, peel that off, and we're going to bring this on the top. Okay, so you can sort of see that looks really lovely. Now we're going to finish it off. We're going to add, let me think what colour I want. Probably the, don't know if I want blue or this colour. I might go this colour, the grey colour. I'm just going to go with a smaller strip. So I'm just going to trim that. So just get my paper trimmer. And this one here is 4, but I'm going to bring it down to 3. So I'm going to cut it a bit smaller. Okay, so 3 centimetres. 3 centimetres by 9.5, which is the same as that. And I'm going to use some of our beautiful, I might use the blue, I think. I like the blue. I'm going to use some of our nice blue Baker's Twine here. Okay, so I'm just going to add a little bit of snail to the back and just add the Baker's Twine into that. Twist it around, come back around, and at least get at least a couple of twists in it. I might go that one up that way and twist over here, and then just nail it to the back again. You can do bows. If you want to do a bow, you can wrap it right around and do a bow. That's fine. But I like to, if I want it to just twist at the front. So I'm just going to add some snail on there now. And add this on here. Okay, so that looks really lovely. Now I'm just going to show you, I know our time's up, but I'm just going to go a little bit longer, sorry. I just wanted to share a couple of things with you. I'm going to put a star on here as well, and a star is born. And I just wanted to share with you, if you haven't got a die cut, you can always use the outline. You can always use the outline. And I've just got a fine pencil that I traced around it a bit earlier to save a bit of time. And then I'm just going to use my paper snips and cut on that pencil mark. And if there's any pencil mark still showing, you can actually just use a rubber and rub it out. But that's another way that you can actually get a border around your images that you've got to hand cut yourself, is that you can use the shape from your stamp set, which is brilliant. I love doing that because we used to do that a lot when I just had punches more and stamp sets. Okay, so you can sort of see that is really quick. Now the other thing you can do too is the little bit that you peel off the back of your stamp, you can keep that and you can just hold it and you can cut around that if you want to as well. So don't ever throw these shapes away, they come in quite handy. So I'm just going to stick this on here and I'm going to use a couple of dimensions on the back of that. And pop this on here. And a star is born, and we can just pop that in here. And then you can also add some of those beautiful stars around as well. Just add some around the edge here. And just by my pick tool. If you haven't got one of these pick tools, you really need one. They are just so brilliant. And just bring these in around. And like I said, you can either do 3 or 5. I'll stick with the 3 tonight. Okay, so that's a really lovely way to do a shaker card. I'm just going to come back up here. Hi, Ellie. You got rid of them. Yeah, a lot of people do get rid of them, but I like to keep them because, believe it or not, they come in handy to trace around your images. So this is the one we just made, the shaker card. It's really lovely. And this is the one I made a little bit earlier, just a little bit different, using the same, but this one's got the border around. I actually really like the one, so that's dressing it up a little bit more and stepping it up just a little bit more from there. Also, our other 2 cards, so you can do it either way. Thanks, Mary. Cool to you. I'll see you tomorrow. And also, our ones for our beginners that have never stamped before. They're quite simple. So you can sort of see we've done 3 different sorts today. Thank you for joining me tonight, and I hope you make many baby cards, and we'll see you again next Thursday night. Don't forget, invite 3 people to watch me next week. I have got something special to give away. It's one of our beautiful collapsible bins. They're really great, these bins. So I have got one to give away, maybe 2. Depending on how many people share with other people. Thanks, Shirley. I'm glad you loved the cards tonight. And yeah, I'll respond to you all after, and have a good night. Happy Easter to everyone. Have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you next Thursday night. Bye for now.